Hi, academic stars in the house. Welcome to Caltex Academy once more. If you are new, my name is Julius, and if you are not an academic star, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you definitely become one of the academic stars. So today on our board, we have integration of cosine and sine with power of 7. In our previous video, we looked at integration to the power of 3 and power of 5. And the links are in the description of this video. You can also go ahead and learn something from those videos. So without wasting time, if you are excited like me, come closer and let's dive into the video. So our first thing we have to do here is to copy our question down here, and we have the integral of cosine to the power of 7 with an angle of 3x with respect to x can be split into 2, and we have an integral of cosine of 3x times cosine to the power of 6 3x. And why have we placed there 6? Such that this one is power 1. If you multiply numbers of the same basis, we add the power. So 1 plus 6 makes 7, and that is the reason we just multiplied with the same parameter here. So the next thing is we need to obtain a square out of this power 6. So we have to rewrite our second term, maintaining the first term here. So let's have the integral of cosine 3x times cosine square with the same angle 3x, but this time it is raised to another power of 3, such that if you also multiply 3 by 2, you get back 6. So with respect to x. And the next thing is we need to write cos square 3x in terms of sine square 3x. So we already know that from our previous video. Let's just simply apply it here, and we can maintain still our first parameter here, that is cos 3x. Now here we can go on with our bracket because there are two terms inside there, and that is 1 minus sine square 3x. So we can close again this bracket here, but remember it is still raised to power of 3 dx. If you're still wondering on where this one comes from, it is from this identity. I can use general terms here, that if you have sine square theta plus cos square theta, this must be equals to 1. Theta will be any angle like 3x, x, 4x, any angle of your choice, either positive or negative. So that is where this one comes from, meaning we have just made cosine here the subject by taking sine to the other side to get this negative sine square 3x. Now after here, we need to have u-substitution in. Now we can have what is inside here, because you can see this function outside here. The derivative of the inside function will exactly be like this function. So with that, u-substitution comes in handy. So we have sine of our angle 3x must be equivalent to our u. Now we can differentiate sine 3x with respect to x. So from here, using chain rule, which we already learned earlier on, if you have not known, check my channel and you also go ahead and find out this derivation. So the derivative of sine 3x is the same as 3 cosine of 3x with respect to x. So the right hand side can be differentiated with respect to u, and that is 1 with respect to u. So making the x the subject again, we'll have du over 3 cosine of 3x. So from here we can make our substitution. by maintaining still our cosine here. So we have cosine of 3x term is the inner bracket will have to change a little bit where our u is coming in. So we have u, and since sine is squared, so we can also square our u here, and we are done with what is inside there. But remember, we have our cube, so term is dx, and our dx is du over 3 cosine of 3x as the angle. Now from here, we can see that the denominator here is the same like what we are multiplying here, so we can cancel it out, the whole of this with that. So we're left with 3 here, and factor it out as a fractional factor. So we have 1/3 integral of, we're left here with 1 minus u square, and is raised to the power of 3 with respect to u. So after that, we're left with also expanding this expression, and expansion to the power of 3 will require you to use either binomial expansion or first cos triangle. So I think the easiest one seems to be first cos triangle, where if you have a plus b to the power of 3, this can be expressed as 1, 3, 3, 1. So I'll have 1 a to the power of 3 plus the second 3 a, the power is 2, and b comes in plus 3 a, the power has come to 1, then b has increased from 1 to 2 plus the next 1, and b has risen to 3. So using this technique, we can also expand what we have here. So the next thing is to do that expansion, and we have 1/3 integral of, so the first term here becomes, this one is useless, so we just need to write a, and a for our case here corresponds to 1, meanwhile b corresponds to negative u square. So if we make that substitution directly, we'll have 1, for uniformity, let's have 1 to the power of 3 plus, so we get our coefficient here 3, and 1 will reduce the power to 2, so b comes in, and that is negative u square, and is to power 1. Now the next coefficient is also 3, so 1 has reduced to power of 1, and our b, that is u negative square, will increase the power from 1 to 2, and finally is 1 we can just ignore and write only b, that is negative u square to the power of 3. Now this is with respect to du. After that, we can clean up this mess and come up with something better. So let's create more space, and we have, this must be equivalent to 1/3 integral of, we still need to maintain this bracket here, so the first term goes to 1. Now here, this is 3 times 1, because 1 to the power 2 is 1, times 3 is 3, times negative, so we have negative 3 u. Now the next one here is, this one is squared, so when you square negative we get positive, so we have here u to the power of 4 times 1 times 3, so we have plus 3 u to the 4th power, and next term here, that is we cube it, and if you cube a negative, it will still be negative, so we have u to the power of 6, and that is our expansion, so we can integrate with respect to u. So here it is really simple. We have gotten our 4 terms, just like how it has been suggested here with the first cos triangle coefficient. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So we're ready to integrate, and let's start here. Our coefficient is 1/3. Now let's maintain our bracket here, and we have 1 integrated with respect to u is simply u, and this one goes to 3. And remember, 3 is going to be the power, and when you divide by the new power, it's going to be also 3. So the 3 will cancel, and we only simply have u to the power of 3. Now here, this one goes to power of 5. So we have plus 3 over 5 u to the power of 5. And next, we have to the power of 7. So we have u to the power of 7 over 7. So we can close our bracket plus our constant of also integration here. So next we have u is in terms of cosine. We first need to check. We let u to be something. U is sine 3x. So let's replace our u with 3 with sine 3x here. So sine 3x minus also sine, now this time is cube of also 3x. So the next one is 3 over 5 sine to the 5th power of 3x. And finally, we have 1 over 7 sine to the 7th power of 3x with respect to x. So we can close our bracket plus our constant of integration, and finally we are just left with opening up that bracket. And remember, it was an integration of cosine to the power of 7 of 3x. That has resulted into what we had here. So the first term becomes 1/3 sine of 3x minus 1/3 sine to the 3rd power of also 3x plus, now we're multiplying this, the 3 will cancel with that, and we have 1/5 sine to the power of 5 of 3x. So here the 3 and the 7 from the denominator will multiply themselves, and we have over 21 sine to the power of 7 of 3x plus our constant of integration. That brings us our answer here. So if you have question, you drop it in the comment section, and in case you have some demand of any topic that you wanted me to handle for you, you also drop it in the comment section. I will get back to you and make that video that you requested for. So I apologize for the background noise. Thank you for watching up to this time. See you in the next video, where we're going to look at series of integration that requires integration by parts. Thank you, and see you in that video. Peace out.